Well, welcome to MRW News, and this is my news show, which I do every single week. That I did miss last week, which I would apologise for, but I did go on a very, very good trip, though it did end quite weirdly. Well, it didn't end weirdly, I meant by the fact of that we basically got flooded. It was a very, very good trip, basically. Went camping. So this is my new show. We do it every Saturday at 6:30. We aim to do it every... No, we don't actually, 6:30. That was the old time. We changed to 7 now, due to the fact that it's summer, so the nights are getting lighter. So as I can see outside right now, it is really light. So I thought I'd change it half an hour later, just because I suppose people want to enjoy the sunshine more. But once it goes to winter again, we'll change it back to half 6. Now, also, I sometimes do it on a Sunday as well. It depends. As I should probably say, next week, I don't know what's going on there. As next week, it is going to be on a Sunday due to the fact that it's my birthday. But we'll crack on with the news. So this is all news. I'm just explaining to people basically who don't know my news show. Majority of you probably do, but I'm going to explain it anyway. But I'll finish this in a second. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to show you some news which is unique, interesting, and doesn't necessarily make the mainstream media and doesn't tend to be mainstream media news. So, we'll get cracking. And also, I should probably say that you should see that I've posted quite a few videos this week, and also the video I've just posted, which I think I posted like 2 hours ago or something, which is my new music video called Doris. Now, Doris is a song that I wrote, and it's a very, very interesting video, so you have to go have a look at it. You really, really do it. You put a lot of work into it, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of actors. So not only for me, but please watch it for the actors, so you can see what we've done. I did it with the West End Players, and it's a community-run theatre, so you have to go watch it, and you can see it, and it's very unique, and it's also based off quite one film called, I don't know if you've all watched Rocket Horror Picture Show. It's a film, it's a very, very weird film. But I mean, it's had a good way, like very, very unique. So I sort of took a few ideas off that. So you can go see that and make sure you do have a look. And also, yesterday I had a film premiere. Now I did do a live, but because the internet wasn't too good, it was a bit messy, was the live. I did end up deleting it because of it just was a bit too fuzzy, and my aunt Tracy was there and she filmed it the whole time, and I'm really thankful that she did, but sadly it didn't go very well. Did live, but I think a lot of you did get to see it because it had 152 views, so that many people got to see it. But I'm going to start off with a sad note story, and then we've got some quite good stuff. Tracy's put a story about that, but it's not your fault. But
yeah, Riley's Rambles put evening, ladies. Evening.
Evening. Hello.
And hi, Tracy.
Hello, everybody.
I just think the video's brilliant.
The video is brilliant.
The video is absolutely brilliant.
Super.
Oh, did you tell them about the film festival? They
yes,
approached
I should
you.
be entering it into
They approached you to enter it.
They approached me to enter it into the community run one because of like the other one, there's a few regulations which mine doesn't go underneath, but this one does, so I can do it into the community one. I do have some cookies inside the oven, which I might have to check meanwhile, due to the fact that they're going to burn. Yes, I had a cold the other day from my residential, and now my mother's got it.
Good and proper.
Yes.
Horrible. Can't stop coughing. Neville says hi.
Hello, Neville. Neville came to the event too. A lot of you came to the event. So, I'm going to start with some sad news, then we're going to move on to some very much different and jolly news. But this is the main reason why I'm doing this story. It's local to me, but also it's just a fact of that if it could help in any way. I don't know if it would do, but if it could help in any way. So this is, I'll read you the headline, then I'll show you a picture, and I'll tell you the story behind it. So a Lancaster hairdresser, who is the daughter of a murder victim, has spoken for the first time about her mother's brutal death in a bid to find the murder after 30 years on. So this murder has not been found. Now, I'll tell you what happened in a second, but I'll just show you this picture. So this is the
well, this is the mother before she was murdered. Obviously, she looks younger because she was a lot younger then, because it's 30 years ago. And this is the daughter on the left. So the daughter's called Kelly Hill, and she's a hairdressing student from Lancaster, and the mother's called Tracy Mertens, and she was 30 when she was killed.
Now the murderers, what they did was they soaked her in petrol and set fire to her inside a churchyard. Now, she surveyed horrific burns, as you can imagine, and 96% of her body was completely covered in burns. And do you have any water?
Yeah.
How is it going? It was on Christmas Eve, and 12 hours later. Oh no, it was Christmas Eve. So she died in hospital 12 hours later after the incident, and it was on Christmas Eve. And she told the police, because of obviously she was 12 hours late, so she managed to tell the police as much as she could tell them as we have this information. And nobody has been convicted or found or anything. Now, Kaylee says that she hopes that this person's going to get caught inside her lifetime. Now, she explains that she recalls the day of what happened before the day she went died. Her mother said to her the night before, if anything ever happens to me, go to
Nana's or Auntie Sharon's.
And she says at the time she didn't think much of it, but now she's an adult, she thinks that her mother might have known what was going to happen, or might have known something was going to happen to her. So this happened on the morning of December the 21st, 1994. Tracy, the mother, left her house to go to Rotterdam.
She have left from Rochdale to go to Birmingham.
To pick up, so she had her old address. She still had the key there to go pick up letters, and she had like I think it's a benefit book she had to pick up. Yeah, and she says that when she was going, she heard her mother leave at about 8 a.m. And when she went to the window and she saw her leave, and she turned around and waved to her, and that was the last moment she saw her mother. The last time she saw her mother, and she recalled. No. Sorry, my mother's gone off coughing. Cold, as you can imagine. Yeah. So I mean, if any. Oh, and also, so what happened? She went to go pick up these books, and she got a bit late. So I believe she went to stay with her sister. Is this right? This bit.
Yeah, she went to stay with a sister called Tina. She's now 56. And she answered a knock at the door, and she's confronted by two men who asked, "Where is Joey?" And I mean, this is just horrific. She was then blindfolded and bundled into a Ford Escort parked outside her house and driven 60 miles to Congleton. They had petrol cans in the car. They took her to a church. And it says at some point during the afternoon they set fire to her. She died at 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve. And there's been an investigation, a documentary, countless appeals and Crime Watch reconstruction. And the poor girls never got justice. I mean, I don't think, from what I've read, they've never arrested anybody or anything. So we just thought it's a good story to do. Just anybody knows anything or would know anything or thinks or remembers anything, or just share it and just try and get a justice after all that time. It's absolutely horrific.
Also to bring awareness to it as well. Not only for future, in case, for example, you hear somebody talking, you think, hang on a minute, I know that case, and they say, oh, do you remember when we did that?
It just seems amazing that when they've done it and done such, that nothing's ever happened. There's no leads at all, so it's a horrific story.
So we thought we'd just bring that to you. So we're going to move on to some very different news right now. So obviously just keep that, So a social media influencer in Derbyshire who live streamed himself knitting to hundreds of thousands of people. He has set a unique world record in memory of his grandmother. Now, a TikToker named Dan, which I'll show you a picture now. There's Dan.
And those balls of wool.
Yeah, he's got some. So it's quite thick balls of wool. And as you can see, it's on his hands. So this is a form of knitting, where instead of having your needles, you can imagine knitting. Usually, you think of little thin needles, and you think of your normal, basic standard wool. So this is a different type of knitting. We have massive, big strands of wool, and you basically actually use your arms as the knitting needle, so you wrap it round. And so that's what he did. Now, as you can see, he was quite covered in tattoos, and there is other pictures of him where you can see his full body is completely covered in tattoos. So he has a
So he likes tattoos.
He likes tattoos, which just coming to the point. Now, he has a TikTok account, and he's done this world record to knit the most blankets in 24 hours, so obviously means no slink as well. And he live streamed it on his channel, and he's 31 years old, and he did it on Friday, April the 5th, and then completed it the following day. And he's known online as the tattoo knitter, because the fact he's covered in tattoos.
And he knits.
Yeah. And now he did all this he set up this account on December the 13th in memory of his grandmother, who is is it Martha? Martha Emily's.
Margaret
Emily Saw, who enjoyed knitting herself. Told him. No, it took him, he was supposed to break the world record, he had to do 15 blankets, but instead he did 19, so he did very well. And And he says by the end of it, my arms and wrists were very sore, as you can imagine, the next day. And by the 20th hour, I was feeling a little dreary. But I kept on knitting, and he says that it really helps with his mental health. And he says he's had a lot of other people that have messaged him and told him stories of their mental health and the fact of how knitting helps them. I suppose, you know, it's anything, isn't it? A lot of things help you, like, for example, painting or anything. It's just very helpful, isn't it? And he reached over, he's got 3,000 followers on...
300,000.
300,000 followers on TikTok, and his... videos, I don't know if this video means this video is all in all videos, means he's got 6 million views, and his live stream, I think all in all got 5 million likes. It's a bit confusing, but so he's obviously done very well with it, and now he's sent his footage off to World Records to see whether he gets a world record.
So we don't want to be doing that world record, do we? Don't think of that.
No, but
better with Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, carrying on with TikTokers, we're going to carry on with TikTokers. And I'm going to ask the question, but I doubt any of you are going to respond to me because of it's very particular. Has anybody heard Taylor Swift's new album?
No. Oh, boring news. Switch it off. Everybody's gone.
Question. But we'll carry on. But has anybody seen my new video? I'll tell you what, 2 questions. What do you think of Taylor Swift's new album? And have you seen my new video, my music video, which I'm very proud of? And wow, it's probably better than Taylor Swift.
I think we've had about 160 views so far, but we only put ours on just a bit ago, about less than an hour ago, I think. And she put hers on when?
8 p.m. yesterday.
And she had
in America.
she had 15 million views or 5 million, I can't remember.
But it was in America, you see, so I went to watch it and I thought, I already knew that was going to happen, but I thought she might have been clever enough to put it at 8 p.m. here, but she didn't. So it turns out that it went live at 1 a.m. in England.
She's had a lot of views.
Mm.
I don't think we'll be getting that many.
I think, well, probably not.
I can sort of guess, so we won't do.
But we post. It's a bit of a weird time this Saturday to post it, but Riley Ramble's put nope.
Nope, what?
Well, actually, which one are you messaging?
It says a picture of that there. He wants a picture. It doesn't show the blanket. He sort of shows the blanket at the bottom. But these are the size of the balls of the wool. I mean, the massive... How did he get practicing?
Practicing what?
Well, you can't just go and do it that quickly, can you? So
yeah, he's been listening since this... he started
all them
YouTube
big
in
balls of
December.
wool?
Yes, that's his record. He used all them balls of wool to do the record.
Gee.
Oh, no,
It's cost a fortune.
No, he won't have done because they won't have had a professional photographer go there before his record. He'll have to buy all them in after his record.
I've never even seen balls of wool that big.
Have you not?
Have you?
I've not seen it in person.
Has anybody else seen balls of wool that big?
I've seen them not in person.
No, but I've seen them now. I've really seen them in person. But I've never gone into a shop like Aldi, and they've been selling them that size. They're always a lot smaller. Not that Aldi is sort of like the top of the wool sellers, but they do sell wool.
I've been into wool shops.
I don't buy wool, so I don't know. I'm not a wool buyer.
I did go through a wool phase.
Yeah, it didn't last long, did you?
No.
But we won't talk about that. Devil says he could knit you another hat.
Oh, he knitted himself a hat, but it was different.
And Clute says he's just subscribed.
Oh, thank you.
Hooking Bite says, can I have a wave and a hello?
Hello?
Oh, I'm going to have to cough again. I can't go. I'm only being
Fine,
able to
we'll
read
be
them
fine
out.
with you coughing.
Riley's Rumble says, no, have not heard her, no album.
Yeah, so it released yesterday.
And Neville says, the story had me in stitches. That's a joke. Are you not going to take it as a joke?
Well, sometimes I slowly yeah, okay. I'm one of those
Sorry about that delayed laugh.
jokes.
Sorry about that delayed laugh, Neville. We got there in the end.
Taylor Swift's new album is called The Tortured Poets Department.
And I read a little bit about it, that she was slagging off one of the Kardashians. Is it Kim?
I think it was Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, this is interesting even if you don't like Taylor Swift because it's just, celebrity gossip.
And if they don't like celebrity gossip, it's not interesting.
So, when she was... Ooh,
What?
my cookies.
Well, you're in the middle of a news thing.
Yeah, but I did warn them.
All right, okay. Sorry about this.
When she was
You don't get this on GB News, do you?
Should do. When if you turn it to a baking show. When she was 17, right, she got I think it was a Grammy.
Do you want to just check your cookies?
That's what I'm doing. Oh my god.
Oh no, she's burnt them. Don't look, Neville. Neville, don't look.
That's your fault.
That's you lot. Demanding a live later. Look what you've done.
This is supposed to be my pudding.
Neville, you're going to have to get some quickly whacked up.
Right, we're going to have to put another batch on. Right, I'm going to carry on doing the news. Can you pass? Wait, no.
News is off. We've
No,
had
it's
a
not
trauma.
off, it's not off,
We've had a trauma.
But
What do you want me to do?
That spatula thing over there.
Well, we're having a little bit of a break. Well, they go into adverts now. I could stick another camera in front, pretend we're on adverts. Which spatula?
The one right there. There's the thing you pick up things with.
This?
Yeah.
There.
That's a spatula, isn't it?
Well, you don't
It's
usually
not my
use that
usual
one.
spatula, but...
Neville says he's not guilty. They'll be all right. You better cut around the edges of them.
Does anybody want a cookie?
They're a bit burnt. That's not too. You could get half of that.
Because they harden.
Well, what's the bottom like?
Yeah, they harden. There's Smarties wasted as well.
No, there's not much of a chef here. When oh, that's really burnt. Do you want me to carry on with the news?
No, I'm coming. Depressing.
Right, that's the commercial break over and done with. Are you putting your other ones in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Commercial break, the fact that cookies can go
the
wrong.
birds have got...
To try and not...
She put a chocolate cake out that went wrong with the birds and the crows wouldn't even eat it. Oh, Tracy says she likes them. Well done. Get them back out the bird bin.
Do you really?
They're coming home Monday, but they are in the bird bin at the moment, Tracy.
That one isn't really touched anything.
She says they aren't burnt. Get them back out for Tracy. Right, they're back out, Tracy.
I'll carry on reading this. So basically what happened was she was 17, right?
I've just got a few jokes here.
Oh,
I think Riley's rambles might be just topping Neville's a little bit. This guy with knitting is just spinning a yarn. Which he thinks funniest. Oh, you just stuck you just stuck the chocolate thing on my shoulder.
This is what happens when you do news inside a kitchen.
Michael says good evening, Matilda.
Good evening. Slight delay of the fact. I mean, I suppose I was planning on making half a recipe.
Sorry, we've moved on from the news. She's going to have to do biscuits.
She was 17 years old.
Who are we on about now?
Why she did a song about Kim Kardashian.
Oh, right, okay. Back to Taylor Swift. We're back to Taylor Swift now.
So she was 17 years old and she won the Grammys. And she was up there and not Kim Kardashian.
Kanye West.
And went barged on stage and took the mic off her and said that Madonna, I think it was Madonna.
No, Beyonce.
Beyonce did a better
Music video
than her, which was obviously when you've just won the Grammys, you know exactly one, and then everybody started booing, and she thought it was at her, and actually they were booing at West, and also she was a big fan of West as well. She said, and also she said that the fact that she built a lot of her career, off of people's, happiness, well not necessarily happiness, but I don't know how to say it, but basically like saying the fact you've done well. I don't know, something like that. So
achievements.
Sort of. She worded it differently. She worded it better, but the fact of that basically then having everybody booing at you, she was quite a hit to her. So then he wrote a song saying that I'm the one who's made that famous, and he also sweared a bit at her as well inside the song. And so then he had crowds of his people at the show singing that, basically saying really bad things about Taylor Swift, and it sort of like it was a mixture of brilliant for a career and not brilliant for a career, because of then obviously she was in a bit of a down moment and people were being mean to her and stuff, and then it was the moment of the fact of that it brought more awareness to her, and obviously she was all over the media. Where are them Smarties?
Well, you don't need Smarties on them, do you?
Well, yeah, that's
Why?
Smarties. Well, because
They're just full of crap.
Yeah, but I need to make them more colourful. And then
Is one of those for me?
yeah.
Well, I don't want Smarties on mine.
No. Which one do you want?
Well, the one without Smarties, aren't
Save that one.
right. The unburnt one. Save the burnt ones for Tracy.
Right, they're going back in again.
So can you remind us, please?
Please.
Not burn the second lot.
Because this is really my last batch. In they go.
Well, remind us, our Tracy's going to get a lot of cookies. Joanne's come on obviously later. What are you cooking? Thinks he's obviously clearly come on a cooking show.
So this isn't a cooking show. This just was a slight problem. This is actually my news show where I tell about interesting news and things, and then actually now I've ended up making cookies. I had some cookies inside the oven and I thought I'll just bring them out in the middle of the news for to make it a bit more interesting, and it turns out I burnt them, so now I've ended up with that. So we'll carry on with the news. That's a slight dilemma. So we're going to carry on about the TikTok story, not that TikTok story, the other TikToker. Honestly, they're all up onto things nowadays. You don't see us YouTubers doing this. A TikToker got stuck inside of a Tesla for 40 minutes, right? Which doesn't sound a long time, but it is when it was 115 Fahrenheit. It is a long time. So this is a TikToker and her account. There you go.
Brianna Janelle.
Brianna Chanel. Now it says the stage name, so I don't know if stream name, so I don't know if that just means that's not a real name. I want to just say that about anybody, but that's what it said. So she's been stuck inside a Tesla because what it's done is it's done this like updating mechanism thing. So if you don't know, a Tesla's just really, really modern and really confusing. So it has this thing where it apparently like uploads itself. Tell me if you have a Tesla and it does this, and it actually locks the car when you're inside of it. Now you can open the doors, but it's supposed to damage and windows. But it's supposed to damage your car if you do so. And now a Tesla, let me just get the piece of paper here. A Tesla, if you get a Model 3 Star, it's at £38,990. Whilst Model X starts at
£79,990.
Which is obviously a lot of money. You know, I could buy myself a house with that. So that's obviously a lot of money. So she didn't really want to damage the Tesla. And she says that she's had a Tesla for 6 years, and so she knows how it works because a lot of comments were mixed. Because she's basically posted this video on a TikTok, and it's got about 18.3 million views, so it's done very well. And she says that because a lot of comments said about the fact of, you know, you just open the doors and stuff. She says, I know how Tesla works, and you know, it's sort of the same basic. You don't know how to work a Tesla, and she does. And also, she also about the fact of people saying you could put the air conditioning on, and she says it would not let me do anything. So what happened was she was waiting. I don't know what she was waiting. I know what she was waiting for. She was ordered some food, and it was inside like.
No, she was getting a bit. I think she was doing one of the work calls.
No, both things.
All right, okay.
So she was outside this place, and she ordered some food, and it was already ready, but she couldn't get out to get to it. And then she had a work call as well, and she thought, right, it said on the Tesla, it said it would be 24 minutes long with this upload. So she thought, right, I'll just finish my phone call and then I can go get my food and it'll open. When it didn't, it lasted over 40 minutes. She already finished the call and she was still in there, and it was getting ridiculously hot because it was parked inside a sunny place. So she said that she was considering the fact that she was going to be losing air, and she was getting like quite bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, is this not like a safety problem?
Well, that's what it said at the end. Tesla user manual alert owners that some safety fit. Oh no, I've gone the wrong bit. Sorry, Billy's just come in and I want him to do something on my car, so I had to race off and grab him. So I've got a bit confused on the news. Go, you going off with cookies, me going off finding Billy. We've got the cars had a fuse thing on it, and we want to use it tomorrow. The Austin 1100, and the fuse went off, and the you couldn't see the petrol gauge, and you couldn't see the heating gauge, so I was a bit worried about it, so I was just grabbing him then, so I've gone off. Sorry, it's a bit unprofessional tonight, isn't it? What, you burning cookies, me just wandering off the job coughing like mad and finding, you know, mechanics wandering about.
We've had a week off though, haven't we?
Yeah, it's noticeable,
holiday,
isn't it?
It's like when you come off holiday, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh God, we're doing the news.
You know what, I kind of say something, you know how many videos I do? So I a lot of the times I do loads of videos on a day, and I do, this is probably an average day really. But I just thought about it today, I've done one video, I've done one live, and I've done 3 shorts, and I thought, that's only one day.
So we've caught up after having a week off. We've caught up, right? So this is what it said about it. Commenters on the video were split between blaming Janelle for refusing to use the emergency manual release, and blaming Tesla for what some described as a huge safety issue. Huge.
So what do you think?
Absolutely humongous. What do I think?
Well, I was talking to everybody, but you can say your point too.
My point is that we should all have classic cars that have basic stuff, have basic like knobs and levers and stuff like that. Should have a basic engine, and then that's the environmentally friendly bit. Is you just have a car. You could get it sort of like small, medium, and large, and you could have
colours.
Basic colours. Yeah, you could have red, blue, black, white. So you didn't have all that environmental crap.
Green, but carry on.
Yeah, that's fine. Didn't have all that environmental crap.
Maybe just the primary colours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Not
you couldn't pay
shades.
more, so you had more money, so you could have something better. You like metallic stuff, which is obviously, you know, for the damage to the environment. And you just had a basic car, and that'd be it. And then you could mend it yourself, or get somebody, anybody to mend it.
You know, your grandfather that's looked into it a bit. You know,
Yeah.
it's your basic person.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have a Tesla.
Has an interest inside cars, but doesn't want to take it to the next level. Just wants to potter along. You know.
And then you shouldn't have these big electric fancy cars with all these updating it. What is it updating?
Well, I don't know, but she
It's only got to drive along the road.
Updates it at 2 a.m. or so. He obviously updates constantly.
Yeah. Why does it need to keep updating? All it's got to do is get in it, drive down the road, and come back again. I just can't understand why they've made them so technical.
And you could see on the video the amount of sweat she had.
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
She had like loads of sweat.
Oh, that's
and she had like
gross.
makeup on, so it was like really.
Oh dear, I wouldn't have posted that.
No, it really.
Unless I'd done like won a marathon.
It did look a bit different. But
Then I would have done. But not just
sitting
in a car.
It was.
You look a really sweaty person.
Well, I did look. I think I looked at one video of her, but she did look very, very sweaty. But the thing is, she also had like loads of jewelry on and stuff. So she was obviously like, you know, I would imagine being very uncomfortable with that and having all the sweat.
So lawnmowers and things that make noise. It will be a safety problem if you burn the cookies, lol. Yeah. Imagine if she was looking after a Tesla. She can't work that.
Now look at it.
And Neville said, please tell everyone not to forget the key for the steering lock taxi home. She's sorry, Neville. She's can't do it. She's on with her cookies.
What temperature are they at? Oh my god, they're at 200.
Well, that's why they're burning.
I don't know.
It's not much of a cookery programme, is it? Right, so back to Neville.
I can't believe burn. Carry on.
Neville came to see our film premiere last night in Morecambe, and it was a really good night, and we all got ready to go, and it was going like cold, and it was dark, and we all wanted to go home, and Neville goes, I've put the steering lock on the car, and I can't find the key, and he'd left it at home. So poor Neville had to drive all the way back to his house, get a taxi, but all the way back to his house, and then come back down in his other vehicle to pick the vehicle up.
And we couldn't take him because we literally have vehicle.
We were full.
Seats. Like.
Well, we were already going in Tracy's car.
And she had, and we had loads of stuff. Tracy's come all the way from Ireland, so all of her stuff was inside the car. And then she just bought a table, and she had like our guitar, ukulele, all the food. And then,
so there's like, there wasn't any. There just wasn't one seat.
No.
So yeah, poor Neville and Linda.
Sorry.
Right, video.
Yes. So
are we moving on?
This is a little video I found. I don't have any piece of paper to talk about it, but hopefully
it does. I think it sells itself. I don't think there's any sound on it.
I don't think
because it's a CCTV. So just swipe it away that way.
I'll show that video afterwards. Actually, I'll show 2 videos. Okay. So this one. So here it is. This is clearly a train station, and there's a racehorse just potting around on it as the train comes.
I love the way though. I mean, as they probably know, because you said before, that's what I did. I rectified problem horses. And there's a train coming up, and it's not bothered, is it? It goes, oh, you train. You know, most horses would have been scared of that train. It's like, oh, I've had a look. And then they go and put it back. Don't know how you got out.
Come on, Derek.
Just collect it, come on. You can't go on the train.
You don't even have your, he's probably saying to you, you don't even have your, whatever it's called, what's it called?
What?
The thing that goes rug on, you know, the rug's like...
It's rug on.
You know what I mean?
Bless it.
But I put my little coat on and I'm off out now.
We once, years and years and years ago, there was this donkey called Snowy, and our horse called Billy had to be away from all the others because he had a chest infection he got from the sawdust. So he had to be put on peat and he had to be away from under the horses, otherwise he couldn't breathe properly. And one night, they got a phone call from the police, and they were in Gargrave, about 3 miles away, with Billy and Snowy. And Snowy the donkey had not only let himself out his stable, he'd gone up, got Billy. Well, he was on the stable with the other horses because he didn't have this allergy. So he'd walked out the yard, gone all the way up the other yard, which was quite a distance away, you know, like those thousands of yards away. Gone up, got his mate, unlocked his top thing that had a clip on, so he had the bolt across, he had a clip on, unlocked that, he had a kick over thing on the bottom of the floor, unlocked that and let him out, and off they went, off for a midnight walk. Can you imagine that, pottering down the road, the donkey and the horse?
Yeah, you just been on the phone to me and go, I think a donkey and a horse has just
Yeah, of course it has. Yeah.
Hey-o.
Yeah. Nay. Oh, we're gonna get some jokes now. Come on, Neville, beat that.
Something else. Oh yeah, you want to see how a stable looks? Then just watch the video of us doing some stables. There we go. And now can I show you a video?
That's Tracy says about donkeys.
Oh,
she's got 3 donkeys roaming at home.
Oh yes, she does. Yes. They go off and go into Bellinara and just walk around. Can I show you a video?
Well, no, because she's on the shorts. Just tell them and get them.
Okay. Go onto the shorts and you can see a video of my little angel Brian. Now if you call Brian, which you probably
No. If I call Brian,
but you have to say a few other words.
You don't.
Yeah,
come.
Yeah, but if we say it both together, he's gonna.
Oh yeah, it's gonna come. But don't say Brian. It's all right. We're only talking about you.
Yeah. But if you say Brian, come basically, he comes.
You hit the floor.
Brian.
Like that. And I've trained him to come. He comes to me and it's on the video on the shorts.
You have to go see it. And I also posted a video of Billy's. He was polishing a car today, so you have a look at that. But it's not. It's a different car, so you can go have a look at that little car. And then I posted a short about the fact of advertising my music video.
I had a picture of Billy's car, but I think it's on the one that you've got.
Oh yeah.
It's got a new car, MX-5, 1991. So he's been polishing it. It was really dull, wasn't it, the paintwork? So I'll do a before and after picture of it. It's a nice car. It's a convertible.
I've spent my day washing Princess today. You would not believe how dirty Princess is. She's so hard to clean. She gets herself so dirty. Do you reckon these are ready?
Yeah, oh, they look better. You've excelled yourself there.
Ready?
Yeah.
A bit squidgy.
No, I think they'll be all right. Don't overcook them.
I know, I don't really want to risk it.
No, they're fine.
Going back in again. Right, so we've got one batch of cookies that are okay. So I'll just part them a bit to make sure they don't stick.
Is that it then?
Well, I'll just finish parting the cookies because if you want to...
Well, don't you think you should say bye?
Well, yeah, but if they've been watching the cookie video, I don't want to see them finished.
Do they? Do you want to watch the cookies come out?
There.
There.
Okay.
Have we done everything then? That's all the stories. Have we got anything for next week?
No, it's just moved.
I kicked it by accident.
I was like going like this. I'm lean over. Yeah, remember to bring me your stories to my dudes because it really, really is good. And I really want to hear your stories. I really need to blow my nose. But my nose is really rude. So please do bring in your stories because I want to hear your stories. I want you to bring your stories. I want to know your opinions on things. I want to know everything. I'm very nosy. And also, don't forget to look at my video that I've just posted, especially my well, all the videos, but especially my music video, which has just come out. News will be on Sunday next week because of I am away for my birthday. So don't forget to all wish me happy birthday. So I'll see you all later. Thank you for
just
watching
got
this.
it says lawnmowers and things says that way to go, Matilda, yummy. Tracy says hoping you feel better soon, Jane. I hope you feel better soon. I had to go off then, Tracy. I was coughing that much. Neville says just right, Matilda. Have a safe trip.
Oh, Neville
back,
got
Tracy.
me a present. I'd just like to say thank you for that. I didn't know at the time, but Neville gave me a present yesterday for my birthday, so I opened that on my birthday. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Thank
See you next
and
week.
also so did Tracy. So thank you both. See you all later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.